Alright, so the LGBTQ Tumu bill na NDC for any President John Dramani Mahama Sam George Sata Okujeto Ablakwa Oma had na do danko kufuado ewo hono abusia Okujeto Ablakwa ni Sam George eka kire say President John Dramani Mahama ba been within 1 month one signing sa bill now they will not let him rest in abusia ene omnyina omada ene NDC for any President John Dramani Mahama eka kire Ghana for say there were some issues in the bill it was say omuhwehwemu ansana ombetuma pass sa bill ba abusia question say na NDC for na mu kache na nado e pressure na nado say on science a bill no e bra bill no kra ankodu na nado nchen abuya na omo nim say sania mana o say ye yifi bill no mu no na omo nim say wo mu ana ene ma chance ama ba be mu for almost 10 months after the mu catch me say there were some errors in the bill I was say mu yifi abuya for Ghana SMTV. Best stress and best subscribe to the channel number for my you in Chebra. I will comment section. My in summer radio presenters any MP4 pinifo catcher the NDC supporters now almu supporting NDC yamafun ni yamakantai krum ene abusia mmayenko na yenkombra na yeba
wajia tumi se bill na efa na LGBTQ no ebedu na nimo obesign na msi muni kasa opani wakasa ye why adepa na momu no on the speaker of parliament ya adwen say they should relay the bill amon sanfa bill ni mamna se bedwafie na nkomodie ni nsakra bi bebe mo munya wie bibia no mo de ba obesign and mimi come adwen as a Ghanaian as a citizen of this nation say it is a bill no mimi na na ya kase minim ni pa solid etiana na do was asem no ho ayen kan ho se oba ni bema be ba ni ba be wale bema ni bema be wale ensi na do sign ye kan bia ma ya hwe kran kan no be pa enti na bibi obi nim ana mo say ye satam na some George any honorable Reverend Intim Fojo ye taw machi ti se sabi na ntwe ni atacha no na namu ni se bibi obi nim be hia nsakraye ansa na mampani ansan and at that time no mo si yankase mampani ansan no ene mu ni mampani na nado enni mi yi wakotina wo Facebook wakotina wo Twitter Instagram esa se hwan say me ye shallow minded kai nyaze mi wo mo di sin wo twe ye betwe nobody you don't fear the fig she yanga ni waja sagro ye de kwato de ne bodwe on emra na ya sujagu na nado dan kwa kufu ado so se won san be ne de na mu hu ye se ya soro abofo ye hu ni tema na de mo so memene na ya gazi mu twe adapa ni ase mo madapa we ebegba bubu ya pre kai won krase ni adapa we betwe bubu na pre ye be ofiri nwuram ba bi ofiri nyame wo ye mobo ye medi ntron for man no na wo minu mi no one company se Ghana be ye che o Ghana ha na sade kone nko ya mutianki anu tum aja mu pam no mu pa homa ni guru ebe pam no ye yim wa ha social media o de say nyanzi wanya a credit once on we must be fair and we must be bold enough to defend this nation. When it is right, it is right. When it is wrong, it is wrong.
Abusia for me church amunyina. Mama, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. We are seeing anope. Me chiao. I hope so. Me a video say ache, but and I've been pushed to come and do this video again. It's been 11 months since the NDC taking over. Now in the last 11 months, you have a lot of issues. I actually and say you Mahama in the NDC, they are actually gaslighting Ghanaians. And some baby almost when they were in opposition. Apparently, say na ntesa. Na no munim say ntesa. And papa yi di ne NDC fo anim emo mu twa ntro akese etu yewura na Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ne Dr. Baumia so ena ne ade me di America aba ha no eye LGBTQ WX matter ye nyina ye hunse ne ye titina krom ha edane asem no ema ne ye se yewura na Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo na o say he will not assent to the bill no on sign enra Christian Council folk hu John Mahama yara John Mahama timi anya kukudu aka say bill no andu president hoda etinya se beda yara na Addo anim na wan sign ama parliament pass ye na obi di court awu President John Mahama you were aware and so jina simpie so kan ya me wi me de beto ho ene asem o kan nura said the bill never came to the president. Etinya nya say yewura na Addo na say on sign ade na ama esu gina bill buka ne say campaign way so afro platform edi yewura na Addo attempt catch na ye nyina say sanya won krofo di eche kan ya say yewura na Addo ni nebusuafo nyina mo ye LGBT ko bi ege unse rade ayi usontoma. Now I don't blame you. I again Ghana for no. And a Christian Council for no. Last year, elections in Timu LGBTQ wasemi. Mudi jinamu the preaching woman sorry name. Mudi me my catch am say me assuring already me apament. Ya na me aso for asem empese me ka. Na mu compare what you did last year. Na mu fan hwe ne John Mahama ka kire mo ne. Se nyame bi wo ho. Nyame na mo sum no wo ho na nyame bi wo ho a may he judge between you John Mahama and then Nana Akufo-Addo maybe SWAL MPP administration se nyame bi wo ho a ese judge muni Nana Addo anim ye no kra ni nyame anim muni Nana Addo anim ye on the issue of LGBT, on the issue of Galamsey, and then on the issue of the cathedral remember ho muni Nana Addo anim ye politics in tea mujina ho e kan sem a enyampa egu no so ene dey say nyina na yagi ani so ani yagi ani so after the president say amada it never appeared on the decks of the president ye nyina yeti ha nkranfo beka bi ota ye nyina ye okrom ha nyame ma ye nyina nkwatenten me di videos no beto aso
that the bill was never submitted to the president for assent. So it was not submitted and the president did not assent. And by the constitution, any bill that is not assented to by the president before the expiration of the life of parliament expires. And so it means that the bill has to be relayed in the House. The Speaker has given notice that he will allow it to be relayed.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker, for the opportunity to contribute to the 2026 budget statement and economic policy debate. Mr. Speaker, let us be clear. This 2026 budget must be evaluated and analyzed in a context, Mr. Speaker. And the context is the basis on which the current National Democratic Congress Mahama administration came to office. Mr. Speaker, they came to office on two fundamental pillars and commitment to the Ghanaian people. Two. Mr. Speaker, the first is to implement policies, programs, and interventions to reduce cost of living and cost of doing business. Mr. Speaker, the second is to create the hundreds and thousands of jobs for the key to point in the right direction. But it's also important for me to point out, Mr. Speaker, that this is principally as a result of the post-COVID-19 economic recovery plan by the Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo government. Mr. Speaker, and secondly, also on account of the domestic gold purchase program, which was initiated by the Akufo-Addo administration. Mr. Speaker, indeed, in April 2024, specifically paragraph 232 of the 2024 budget, it was projected that by the end of 2025, inflation will ease to 8%. and inflation has been easing all the way to 8%. Mr. Speaker, this government committed to realizing these two commitments of reducing cost of living, cost of doing business, and ensuring that they reduce unemployment in our country, principally on one major policy commitment they made to the Ghanaian people, particularly the Ghanaian youth, the 24-hour economy. Mr. Speaker, let me refer this House to Chapter 2 of the NDC Manifesto, specifically paragraph 2.1 on page 22, where they said, Mr. Speaker, and I quote, the 24-hour economic policy, same jobs, 3 shifts, 3 people, the 24-hour economy is a deliberate policy intervention by the incoming NDC administration to stimulate economic growth by creating an enabling environment for businesses and public institutions to operate 24/7 in 3 shifts of 8 hours each, end quote. So, in August 2024, at the launch of the NDC manifesto for the 2024 election, then candidate John Dramani Mahama, now President Mahama, the Speaker, had this to say, and he said that the 24-hour economy is going to be coined in a slogan called 133 formula. And the President said, Mr. Speaker, and this is very important, the President said that Ghanaian youth will have this opportunity. One person will start a job, the same job, at 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., 8 hours. And from 4 p.m. to 12 midnight, another 8 hours, a second Ghanaian youth will take over. And then from 12 midnight to 8 a.m., another Ghanaian youth will take over, 8 hours. It means for one job, Mr. Speaker, one person will do 8 hours from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., another person will take the same job from 4 p.m. to 12 midnight, and the third person will take the job from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Agenda 133 formula. Mr. Speaker, I want to contend and submit here. Mr. Speaker, that the Ministry of Finance itself today closes at 5 p.m. The Ministry of Finance is running an 8-hour economy. The Ministry of Finance is not running this 133 shift. Mr. Speaker, the 24-hour economy is not being implemented. Instead of that, Mr. Speaker, when our friends came into government, all they have been doing is sacking Ghanaian youth, is sacking young men who have been employed by the previous administration. And Mr. Speaker, this is a reality. You can check it out yourself. Across the length and breadth of our country, in all sectors of our national life, in all sectors of our national economy, thousands of Ghanaian youth, innocent Ghanaian youth, some of them NDC sympathizers, some of them MPP sympathizers, some of them non-aligned, ordinary Ghanaian citizens are being sacked. We are not getting 24-hour economy, we are not getting Agenda 113, we are rather getting, Mr. Speaker, a sacking of Ghanaian youth. That is the lot of our people, our opponents from this side. Mr. Speaker, it's important for us to point out that, as I said, the current state of the Ghanaian economy, Mr. Speaker, the data may look good, the statistics may look good, but the truth is that the Ministry of Finance is not spending. Mr. Speaker, let's take a look at paragraph 123 of the 2026 budget. The budget itself, Mr. Speaker, indicates that for the first 3 quarters of 2025, the Ministry of Finance had projected to spend the sum of 207 billion Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, the Finance Minister himself, in reporting to this House, has indicated that they have spent 175.9 billion Ghana cedis, a shortfall of 15%. Mr. Speaker, government spending, let us be clear, government spending anywhere in the world is a catalyst for growth. And when government spends, what they call the trickle-down economic effect. Mr. Speaker, it trickles down to every Ghanaian. Mr. Speaker, so when you lock the votes, when you lock the treasury, when you lock the exchequer, when you don't spend, it affects everybody. It affects the nurses, it affects contractors, it affects farmers, it affects each and every person. So I need one evidence. This is real. I come from a rural constituency of Damangu, a farming constituency. Today, Mr. Speaker, on 10th November 2025, Joy News reported, and I quote, farmers cry out over unsold rice as 1 million metric tons rot in storage, end quote. Mr. Speaker, we have been told today that 1 million metric tons of rice are packed in warehouses at a value, an estimated value of 15 billion Ghana cedis. Nobody can buy. In my constituency of Damango, Mr. Speaker, maize farmers are having a bad day. Groundnut farmers are having a bad day. It is principally because government is not spending, purchasing power is weakened, credit is unavailable, domestic produce cannot be absorbed, and money circulation is low, liquidity is not in the system. And that is why, Mr. Speaker, when you go out there on the streets of Ghana, the statement on the lips of many Ghanaians is that Finance Minister Atufor's money is just on paper. It's just on paper. Mr. Speaker, he makes allocations. Mr. Speaker, he makes allocations as he did when he appeared before this house. 1 billion for agriculture, 100 billion for that, this billion for that. But when you go and look at the actuals, releases are in many cases 30%. Finance Minister Atufor's money is only on paper, it's not in the pocket of ordinary citizens. It's not in the pocket of farmers, Mr. Speaker. It's not in the pocket of teachers. It's not in the pocket of nurses. And certainly it's not in the pocket of the unemployed, struggling Ghanaian youth. Mr. Speaker, so our friends must get it clear. You can have all the data, you can have all the statistics, you can quieten the economy, you can close down economic activity, you will not have real economic growth in the real sectors, your books will look good, but in the end, you will realize, Mr. Speaker, that on the streets, grassroots economics will tell you that people are really having a hard time. And ministers across here, Mr. Speaker, our friends, our colleagues, ministers, will attest to what I'm saying. No jobs are happening in the ministries because ministers will not get money to do their work. Ministries, departments, and agencies are not receiving any payment to be able to provide goods and services for the Ghanaian people. And Mr. Speaker, this government, we want to caution and encourage them to get their priorities right. Mr. Speaker, they should invest in the real sectors. They should invest in agriculture. They should invest in infrastructure. They should invest in the service industry. They should invest in manufacturing. They should invest in areas which will unleash jobs and prosperity for the Ghanaian people. Mr. Speaker, but instead, what are they spending on? Mr. Speaker, what are they spending on? And by that, Mr. Speaker, by that, let me refer, Mr. Speaker, to the monetary policy report of the Bank of Ghana, dated September 2025, specifically page 21, Mr. Speaker, where the Bank of Ghana, the central bank of our country itself, has said the three major threats to the national economy of our country, Mr. Speaker, continue to be, in their own words, increasing energy sector payments, revenue performance, rising compensation costs. The emphasis is mine. Mr. Speaker, I refer to rising compensation costs. Mr. Speaker, we have been promised a lean government, and we've been told that we have a lean government. But you have a lean government that is lean on the arms, lean on the limbs, lean in every part, but very bloated on the stomach. A Koshoko lean government. Mr. Speaker, you have a lean government where we have a special envoy for reparations, special envoy to the Caribbean regions, 18 deputy heads of missions. And Mr. Speaker, if you want to get the evidence, this is your evidence. Mr. Speaker, in 2024, President Akufo-Addo's government, the distinguished and illustrious president of our country, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, Mr. Speaker, his government, Office of the President in 2024, Mr. Speaker, spent 326 million cedis on compensation in paying government workers, paying ministers, deputy ministers, presidential staffers. Mr. Speaker, in 2025, President Mohammed's government, Office of the President, President Mohammed's government has spent a whooping 540 million Ghana cedis on compensation. 50% increment. Let's figure. So why can't we interrogate this? You have one government that is supposed to have a bloated government, another government that is supposed to have a lean government. The government that has a lean government is spent 356 million Ghana cedis on compensation. That is salary, paying salaries to their workers. The bloated government rather spends 547 million, 50% more, which is why the Speaker said that this is a called lean government. It is lean on the legs, it's lean on the limbs. Mr. Speaker, it is bloated with consumption because you are spending a lot. Mr. Speaker, let me conclude. In spite of all these problems, the government, Mr. Speaker, in spite of all these problems, the government wants to spend 1.2 billion United States dollars to purchase presidential debts. 1.2 billion Ghana cedis to purchase presidential debt. And the figure, I'm talking about 1.2 billion United States dollars to purchase presidential debt. When you cannot pay nurses, when you cannot pay teachers, when you cannot buy farm produce, when you cannot recruit workers. The figure, let me conclude. President Mahama taught us and reminded the country that President Akufo-Addo should take charge. He should not engage in blame game. That is responsible for resolving the problems of this country. President Mahama should take charge. And the Speaker should take charge, and this minority, this MPP minority, this MPP minority, this mighty minority, they are saying, so far, so not well. So far, so not good. So far, so much unemployment and suffering. That is what this 2026 budget is offering the Ghana people. Suffering and unemployment. I think
majority leader, you have the floor.